Welcome to my home. My name is Jackie, and I have a box. This box is from the Goodwill. This Goodwill came from Western and Northern. Oh, wait a minute. Connecticut? Bridgeport, Connecticut. So let's take a look. I'm going to open up this box carefully so I don't stab myself like I did the last time I opened the box incorrectly, mind you. I'll never live that one down. So, so this one came packed. Oh, this is a really cute bag. I'm so happy to get this. So at least it came bubble wrapped. Y'all, you're like, Jackie, what? Another one? I know. I know. I have issues. I have to rescue things, guys. I have to rescue things. This is a Reed Krakoff bag. This is a little crossbody bag, but look at how cute it is. It has a little bit of marking. I'll show you how to clean that right now since I'm here. But look at the beautiful vachetta inside. Gosh, it's gorgeous. Um, so this is a Reed Krakoff. It doesn't have Reed Krakoff, as you know, I've talked about a million times, is no longer in business for his own brand, but he's currently working for Ed Hardy. But anyway, there's the Reed Krakoff label on the interior. So, what do you do when you get a bag that's especially white and on these kinds of marks? So, this is just baby wipes. Fisher Price water wipes. Nothing serious. So, the first thing I'm going to do is just give this full bag a wash over. Actually, first thing I'm really going to do is take off the strap. I'm going to undo the strap so that it can be out of the way, and I'll show you how this looks when it comes out. I love these bags. I have only one other in this size, so when I saw this on the Goodwill, I totally put a bid in for it. I'll have to look up the cost, how much I spent. So here's the strap, and now Reed bags all have these oblong punctures because the toggle is a toggle. So they're a little finicky, but once they're in there, they're very secure. So here's the bag. And we're just going to take this baby wipe. And if the leather is really dry, I don't recommend doing this. It doesn't hurt, but if it's really dry, you can crack leather if it's too dry. I can feel this and tell you it's not too dry. It's fine. So the only thing wrong with this is a little bit of nothing really came off on the water wipe and nothing really came off on the bag. You can still see the marks. So I'm going to pull out my saddle soap, which is my favorite thing to use for leather cleaning. There's other leather cleaners. There's types that are completely liquid. This is just a cake form. And I've been using it for a long time, so I really like using it. And I'm just going to go in here and scrub. This might not come off because this might just be there, but it can't hurt to try. And I figured it's not going to bother me either way, just to have a few marks on a bag. I figured marks just give bags character. So you're just going to scrub. And a lot of times you can use this instead of using a water wipe or a wipey to do this, you use a brush. It gets it into the finer grain of the leather. And I'm just giving it a good, there's a little bit of color transfer over here. And the good thing about a white, and this is just one of those little tips and tricks in life, just get some white shoe polish and do it. And just put some white shoe polish on it. So these marks are going to stay. They're not going to come off with just a little bit of saddle soap. So these are really in that leather. But I'm going to give it a little bit more of a college try here and see if we can get some more. So you want to actually do this pretty quickly, and you also want to, and then grab a towel. You want to wipe off the soap. You don't want to leave the soap on there. And this saddle soap is a soap made for leather. So it's conditions, softens, and cleans, but it's not going to, you still, every time you use a soap, any type of solvent, you want to make sure you don't leave it on the leather. So just wipe it off. I'm just grabbing a little bit more. We're just going to do some more. It's actually made it a little brighter, but it's just going to be there to stay. So there's a couple other things you can do. for this. Like some people can use a deglazer and you can lift some of this color off, but that's really dicey because when you use a deglazer, it's stripping the protective coating and it can damage your bag more. But if you know what you're doing and you're very careful, you can do it. But I'm not going to. Because I don't mind it. I don't mind the marks. I have no issue with it. So this is the first time clean on this, and it's not really wet because it was just water wipe. There's not much moisture in there, just enough to get the surface dirt off. So what I'm going to do now is use leather CPR. Now this is a very strong conditioner. I use this one time. I use this once, and then after that, after this bag, I will use a different conditioner because I think this is too strong of a conditioner. I just want to do it for the first kind of rehab, and then after that, I use a not so um, intense. So I have various other types of conditioners. So what I do is I'm just gonna run through this whole bag. Now I don't want to put this conditioner on my Vachetta because it's going. Well, actually, I will. It can change. It can darken it, but I don't mind. I don't mind a darker. Um, it's gonna, as it ages, it's gonna patina anyway. And this is not a young bag, so, because this company was like 10 years ago, guys, when they were still in doing their thing. So he got this piece of tissue paper. So I have a feeling this was just donated to Goodwill just because um it has marks. Someone's probably not used it anymore. As I said, this company was 10 years ago. White is just a lot of people don't like using white. I'm gonna probably go get some shoe polish for this one specifically, and do some white shoe polish because I don't have very many white bags, and I normally don't use a shoe polish on the handbag, but wait, the exception. I'm gonna try it. I've done it before. It's just one of those things. Either you can use a shoe cream, shoe polish, or you can use an acrylic paint or a leather paint. So it's so minor. It's such a minor thing. These two little friction, these minor, minor, minor things. And how I use this bag, and I have another one I use, which is denim and black, is I use it as a chest bag. This is really perfect for phones. So this is my Samsung, fits no problem. But at the office, I use this phone, which is an iPhone 12, and I just throw that in there. And with that, I always have to have my badge with me. So I have my badge hanging off. And so my badge will hang off. My work phone will be in here because when I'm walking around the office and I don't have pockets because women's clothing, um, and I don't like putting anything in my backpack pocket. That's like so not the way it goes. So anyway, this is just one little coating of CPR, and I pretty much took off as much as I put on. It just absorbed as much as it could. And now what I do is I'm going to use this. This is golden mink oil. So mink oil is a leather preservative and protectant. And this one is by Phoebings, which is one of my favorite companies. Let me read to you. Include wait, where is it? Wrong side. Golden mink oil leather preserver, waterproof preserves and conditions articles made of smooth leather and vinyl. So this can be used on fake leather or real leather, which is great. I actually have a fake leather bag behind me. I'll use it on there. Apply golden mink oil freely and work well into leather, particularly around seam stitching. Allow the few minutes to absorb and then wipe excess away. Um, darkens certain leathers. So this one's a coated treated leather, so it's gonna be fine. So this is brand new. I haven't even broken the seal. So I'm just gonna use this edge of this little towel, um, all multi-purpose towel, and I'm just gonna rub it in, and I'm not gonna be too aggressive because I want it to kind of sit on top. And okay, I am being a little aggressive. People are like, Jackie, oh my gosh. I do kind of scare people sometimes when I go in on bags because it's not fine china, guys. It's not porcelain. This stuff is fine. It's leather. It's been treated. It's been tanned. It's been chemically treated. Even regardless of what type of chemicals they are, whether they're natural or synthetic, it is a chemical process that preserves this hide. So the hide has been preserved, and all I'm doing is making sure it's protected. So it's already been dyed and stained and preserved and everything you have to do to make leather, you know, or else, leather does not, it's an organic product, guys. Leather will disintegrate if not preserved. So it's already been preserved. All I'm doing to this is just making it last a little longer, you know? So I like mink oil. It's one of those things. Now some people probably say, "Don't use mink oil." I don't know, guys. I just use things that have always worked. Now, why mink oil? This is probably some mink oil and some probably lanolin in there because it's a wax base, and it's going to preserve it. It's going to waterproof and weatherproof um, the the leather, and it's going to give it a little bit more life. And I'm just putting some on the interior fluff right now. I have to work on weight so I can show you what I'm doing without having to hold it up all the way. It's really awkward. But anyway, so that's what I do with a brand new bag is I just give it a good wipe down. It's not completely, there's still smears of mink oil. I'm just going to let it sit to the side and just let it hang and chill out. So here's the strap. So on the strap, which it looks to be in really good condition. Honestly, this bag was not used very much. I think this was just used in a closet. It got some transfer on it. Someone didn't use it anymore. And as I said, this brand was from like 10 years ago when these came out. So, and this is not the most popular bag, and I don't think little bags are that popular when these came out. So, but bags come and go. We went from big bags to giant bags to little bags to micro bags, and now I don't think there is a trend. I think you just buy whatever you like. So, there we go. And that came from the Goodwill. Let me close up this container of Phoebings, and I got this at the Tractor Supply. So, this is not a very expensive item. I think it was $10. I think this was $10 and this is $13. So let me go to my phone and I will pull up how much that cost me. So again, the winning bid is not the issue. The bids normally are pretty good. It's the shipping in Texas. So we support a lot of people. So whoever donated this item to the Goodwill and went to my home, thank you so much. So this item cost me, the bidding win was $9.99, but there's always a but. Shipping, tax, and handling. So there's a handling fee, a shipping fee, and then tax. So the government gets their share, the postal service gets their share, and then not only did I buy it for the auction price, there's a handling fee. So the person taking the item from the warehouse into the bag to the post, they got paid. So all in total price for this little beautiful leather bag was $27.72, and I will be using that, and I will be using that a lot because it's white. It goes with everything, especially when I generally almost changed into bags every day, and sometimes the ones I wear the longest are my work phone bags because a little bit more fiddly. So I like those to be the most neutral, not so outrageous, depending on if I'm wearing a dress or if I'm wearing whatever. So anyway, thank you for watching my video and have a great day. Bye.